manage that commission. So there's been money set aside in this year's budget for that. So please, if you know anybody who's interested and who understands the racial wealth gap and how important reparations is, please tell them to apply for that position. The Minnesota Migration Act is a state level bill, 3891 in the Senate. I think it was 3850 in the House. And we call it the Minnesota Migration Act because we migrated from the South to the North, but still found white supremacy and institutional racism. So that's our state level bill. It hasn't passed yet, but that will be introduced later this week. But the St. Paul Recovery Act has been signed into law. So St. Paul, Minnesota is one of the biggest cities in America now to pass a reparations ordinance like this. And we're not going to, it's not a competition, but we feel like we have one of the best reparations ordinances in the country. So that's how we wanted to respond to what happened to George Floyd. We know what happened to George Floyd was an economic issue. We know that police brutality is an economic issue. George Floyd's ancestors descend from chattel slavery. His great-great-grandpa, Stewart, was freed as a slave at the age of 8, had got land by the time he was 21, and then that land was stolen from him, like a lot of Black Americans had land stolen from them. We've lost about 90% of the land that we had since the Reconstruction era. 14% of Black Americans were farmers in this country. Now it's about down to 2%. So, just real quick, reparations is not charity. Reparations are not a handout. Reparations are a debt that's owed to Black Americans for slavery, the lynching period, mass incarceration, Jim Crow, the lynching period, and even what's happening to us today with police brutality, housing discrimination, employment discrimination, banking discrimination, education discrimination, all the discriminations or the daily toll of racism that we face on a daily basis. So we're going to start doing this work. We're going to dig in deep and start addressing reparations. We have a survey. Again, we have a survey going around, and this talks about what reparations is. We got Elle's going to come up and get us started and open us up. Give him a big round of applause.
This brother right here.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise highest the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on to victory is won. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you.
We got Daniel Davis is in the building. He's going to come up and say a few words. Daniel, can you come up and say a few words about Rondo real quick?
Oh, I've seen her.
social history. We mostly come out the south, out the Gulf, so you'll see your migration pattern come up out of Mississippi or Alabama, or Louisiana, or Georgia. And we come up through the waters of Mississippi and we get to the Missouri and the Illinois and the Kansas. And you see our grandparents try it there too, right? And sometimes they're trying it there, they be home to Chicago and Minnesota. And they may just go be home in this place called Rondo right off the Mississippi River. Well, at least that's how my grandma's up there, right? And a few years of raising their children and being really excited to have this home where it was bubbling. They talk about Tulsa and, Tulsa, that, is great, whatever, a homeland. But what they don't talk about is urban Rondo, where I doubt it's other than 60 to 1. It may not be as great as 600 to one like Tulsa, but here in little bitty Minnesota, we make sure that 60 families ate off that one dollar because we can. And when they made that decision to put I-94 in the middle of our community, what they said was we couldn't be counting no more. What they did was they took this sibling and they put up in these projects on this side of the water, and then they took that sibling and they put on their projects on that side of the water. And they said, oh, what you mean? You had a house, but you don't have a house now. Well, I can't possibly give you a business loan. What's collateral you got? Well, I will give you a home loan, but you ain't even got no business. So how I'm going to give you a home loan and you ain't got no business? But they forgot they took it. Right? So we got stuck in a position where we started on getting smashed by one of the greatest governments clearly in this nation because they said for $20 billion surplus on one of the greatest acts. How many truckloads of inventory and merchandise and everything that go across that road? We don't have a toll here. So somebody eating good if we make $20 extra billion and we ain't got no tollway system on 94. Who is collecting this money when commerce comes through here all the time? We offered a land bridge, though. We wasn't put it out on the taxation on the road. I personally think that everything that comes across the city of Minneapolis and St. Paul via I-94 should offer a little 1% tax back to us descendants.
Good idea. Good idea.
You know what they do bidding on this stock exchange? They should remember that it was our grandparents' bodies who worked in that Black Street on that good Wall Street day. And while they make it a trade, I think they'll have a percentage charged for slavery should go on every single transaction. Other people get percentages on it. Why can't we? Even if June got it.
All right.
I just want us to know that we have one of the greatest fights here in Rondo. Because they didn't just mess up with Rondo, they have let us just clean up. See, there is 9 people that made the Supreme Court, and that will be the Dred Scott decision. The Dred Scott decision made things very difficult for the country. Because after that decision came war.
Basically,
Dred Scott was a young man owned by the U.S. military, and his wife Harriet and 7 other slaves. So whenever they gave us a pushback of, well, nobody was owned by the government, that was private people. You can't get the government to pay your reparations because they didn't do it. Minnesota could say, yes, they did. And so can Missouri. So we should remember that our cousins in Missouri at this time were all one family. This is the Missouri territory. And at this time, it was supposed to be free. But the young man, Dred Scott, was not free, and he was his wife in free territory. And they sat on Fort Snelling as slaves, along with 7 persons who were owned by the U.S. military. But I thought they told us we couldn't have reparations from the government. This government didn't own slaves. What happened? So let's continue this fight. We know why it's bigger than Rondo, and we know what happened. And we know what happened. You know why you family. You know why the grandparents matter. Because here in this small little place called Minnesota, the descendants of chattel slavery are few. We are less than 200,000. When we talk about their counting numbers of descendants from Rondo, we're talking less than 80,000 people in this state. If they can't do right by us, if they won't do right by right. Now we're looking at this country and come tomorrow, and every day moving forward, we have hit election season. If they ain't talking to you in your community, any one of them, from your local politician to your state politician to your federal politician in your area, you should be having that love you guys as the people of the party.
Again, we got the survey circulating around. For those of you who haven't taken it, please take that survey. It's right here. We also have the 5 principles of reparations that we'll be passing around. And I think Mr. English will speak about that more. We're going to take a quick equality break. We got LaShawn, a reparations activist here from Hoskins, Minnesota. He's going to he's a professional drummer, so he's going to
Good friend, a good friend of mine as well.
We'll be right back, and we'll start eating soon too.
Okay then.